Hi, today I'm going to be making a steamed Japanese delicacy. These cute little bun lookalikes are the famed mochis. They have just 4 ingredients and there are 2 parts for this recipe. The first one being making the soft dough and the next the caramelized juicy filling. It comes with a simple basic avatar with lots of filling options. So keep watching to find out more. Check your pantry now. You are already having most of the ingredients. So why not give it a try? Rice flour 1 cup, powdered sugar 1/4 cup, grated coconut ½ cup, mangoes 2 numbers, oil as required, sesame seeds. First, we need to scoop 1 cup rice flour and a bit of warm water will definitely do wonders. I would like to just move around the bowl and combine this until I am able to make a dough out of this. The dough alone is not delicious, but when you combine them with a great filling, it is just out of the world experience. You can enjoy this as a sweet as well as a savory, but today I'll be showing you a sweet version with a typical tropical filling which comes with the seasonal fruit extravaganza. This is going to be the best thing that you have ever tasted. I have done a small twist to this recipe. I have used glutinous rice flour instead of the traditional sweet rice, which is called mochigo in Japanese. So this one may seem softer than the traditional ones. Traditionally, they steam the sweet rice, then it is mashed and pounded over. This will result in a sticky mass and then slowly it is turned into a final mochi shape. Then they are steamed or baked. Remember, we need to use glutinous rice flour because that is going to give us the perfect outcome. Apply some oil onto your palms and make the soft dough and rest it for around 20 minutes covered in a cling wrap. Next, in order to make the filling for this, I am going to use coconut for its distinctive tropical flavor. If you are not able to get hold of fresh coconut, you may use desiccated ones, but they may not taste as good as the fresh ones. Add in the mangoes too. Honestly, for me, being a die-hard fan of mangoes, just wanted to incorporate those juicy mangoes into my version of mochi. I did a bit of research as to how I could do it and I really wanted to add a tropical flavor as well. So, the coconut came into picture. Finally, add the powdered sugar, and if the mangoes are very sweet, you might want to reduce the amount of sugar you add in. Here I was able to get a new variety of mango which was not so sweet, so I had to add more sugar. These are one of the cutest desserts I have ever tried. We will dry roast all the ingredients for the filling and I'm just going to give a few stirs here and there. So ultimately our filling is going to be caramelized and coated with the tropical goodness and a juicy mango flavor. There are a number of options for fillings as I mentioned earlier. You can do red bean filling or white bean filling or simply add in a fruit directly, maybe strawberry or raspberry, or go for fresh veggie fillings. There are lots and lots of options on the table to innovate. Already there are umpteen number of recipes out there to try, but the difference is made when you invent a unique style for yourself. Let's close this with a lid and let it stay for 5 minutes on a low flame, and then when you open, they are good to go straight away. They smell amazing, the aroma of the juicy mangoes and topped with fresh creamy coconut. This makes a very rich filling which is irresistible. So our dough has rested for around 20 minutes. We are doing this because this will give a softer texture. Apply some oil onto your palms and start applying it around the dough as well. It does look like small buns and I love the way it has come out. I would rather say there is no other food that has this unique texture. Let us divide the dough into small portions like this, and the size of the portion is totally your choice. When there are kids around, you can make smaller ones or you can use different shapes so that they totally relish it. I have heard many moms saying it is very difficult to make my son or daughter eat. They always want to have chocolates or chips and nothing nutritious. So listen, all moms, Think yourself in the place of your child. I'm sure you will not choose the nutritious, same old looking food and you will choose the attractive ones rather. So, to work smart, do give a keen eye on the color, texture, and looks of the food. It should simply attract the kids so that they may want to have it badly. I have made small round shape. You can always incorporate more innovative ways of doing it. Add in the prepared filling in the center and start pinching the dough in from the sides and move along the edges in the same manner and close it fully. Again, roll between your palms for a few seconds. Repeat the process until you finish the dough and filling. They are ready to be steamed. You may use the normal cooker for steaming or regular idli steamer as well. Before you steam, sprinkle some white sesame seeds on top for decoration. Or if you want to choose any other innovative ways to decorate, that is well appreciated. Or you may simply choose not to, and rather you can serve it with a scoop of vanilla or strawberry ice cream at the end. Steam it for 15 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean without any streaks of batter sticking to it. They are ready now. They have got a softer outer layer made with rice flour and a juicy mango coconut filling. They look amazing and taste extraordinary. For me, it's all about spending less time in the kitchen and more time with my family without compromising on the quality of food. So enjoy this timeless recipe every time. I hope you will continue to love this tiny awesome dessert, and it's a sure wannabe recipe for all the crazy mango lovers out there. So still thinking about the recipe? Don't stop yourself. Go ahead and try it and embark on a tasty journey. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and your feedback is essential to keep me going. So do leave your comments at the box below. Until next time, sayonara.